Sharks have dropped 2 in overtime to the Blues, most recently Thursday. Adam Gaudette with the first shot of the game, and it rattled off the goalpost as Joel Hofer. Sherwood, who scored for the Sharks here against St. Louis earlier this month. All 3 games here in March. A chance there, and Askarov with a huge save off Jake Neighbors.
He needs to be at his best. A situation for the San Jose Sharks just goes between the legs. There's Jake Neighbors.
Sharks hemmed into their own zone here, trying to find a way out. Blues get a line change. Coming onto the ice, Fowler and Askarov there to make another big stop. Stopped by Askarov, who's been fairly busy early on here, but he's looked solid. Here's an indirect for Gaudette. Adam Gaudette, saved by Hall, knocks it down with the glove hand and covers up. Robert Thomas, he'll stop at center, checked by Wenberg. Now into the zone for Jimmy Snuggerud. Turns, shoots, rebound over the net by Jake Neighbors. Jimmy Snuggerud having a tremendous rookie year for the Blues. Lindstein scores! Traffic in front of Askarov. The Blues with the first goal of the game. It's 1-0, scored by Theo Lindstein.
On the change, so they're able to get possession, able to keep things going in the zone. And looking at it, shot beats Askarov. There's a little bit of maybe of a screen from Mario Ferraro, but it's a situation again where the Sharks have the puck along the boards. They actually turn it over, and that goes through Yaroslav Askarov. I think
the Sharks with a combined 3 power plays in the 2 games. They're 0 for 3. Here's Celebrini with a backhander. Hofer hugging that far post, knocking it away. As Orlov will drift back into his own zone. Smith back for Tyler Toffoli, and now to the stick of Alex Wenberg. He's watched there by the Blues' Logan Mailloux. Wenberg off the far boards, back for Will Smith. Celebrini. Now Orlov inside for Toffoli and back for Macklin. In front, Wenberg trying to get it back door. He scored! Alex Wenberg on the power play, makes it 1-1.
First off, on this play, Tyler Toffoli's a genius. That little delay when he gets it there. See that little delay, waits till the pressure comes. Now he kicks it down low. You got that opportunity. You try to pass it across, but it comes right back to you. But I love the fact that Alex Wenberg, where his feet are, right on the goal line, and then you can take that space. I would have liked to have seen him try to jam that in right away.
Dmitry Orlov back for Celebrini. Here's Wenberg for Macklin again. And Wenberg, far side. Orlov, Celebrini, shoots, scores! Macklin Celebrini with his 100th point of the season. The Sharks' 19-year-old superstar makes history.
It's hard to put into words what this guy has done for the San Jose Sharks. Beautiful job finding a shooting lane, getting the shot to the net. They took their time a little bit there, but just that one little move creates the shooting lane. It goes off.
Fowler back on it for the Blues. Wenberg trying to take it away with help. Both Eklund and Sherwood there, but the Blues nicely execute their breakout. Then it breaks down at center ice. They get it back. Neighbors in, they score. Pavel Buchnevich, the redirect of Jake Neighbors' pass, and it's 2-2.
Right. It gets picked off. That puck could be up off the boards and out of the zone. But again, another turnover in the defensive zone has allowed a goal against the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks have got to stop turning the puck over. In fact, there were 2 turnovers on that particular sequence that have cost the San Jose Sharks. But again, that's why Ryan Warsawski's been telling the guys, get north right away.
Nick missed it. Here's Neighbors, who has assists on both Blues goals. Buchnevich pass blocked. Celebrini ahead for Smith. Will's got it across. Leddy on the attack. Nick Leddy driving to the net, and Celebrini does it again! Macklin Celebrini, his second goal of the period. It's 3-2.
Great job by Nick Leddy to come in. He joined the play. and Macklin Celebrini drives the net. Waits. Now he's just timing. See, it's not always about how fast you can get there. It's about when you can get to that scoring position. What a pass, though, by Nick Leddy. He makes the play jumping up, and let's not forget Will Smith, I do believe it was Will, in the neutral zone to get it to Leddy.
Now Buchnevich pressured by Barclay Goodrow onto the blue line. Mayu back for Buchnevich. Inside, Dvorsky, and Askarov got his pad out on it, and then he got a high stick. Back away from Buchnevich. Survey from there. Celebrini back for Will Smith. Toffoli's at the net. He's got the puck. Tyler Toffoli. They score! A third power play goal! And it's 4-2!
These guys were snapping the puck in practice and pregame skate. I think they scored on every shift they went out there. They kept coming off and calling themselves the Red Army. So that starts in pregame skate for them right there.
I love the fact, though, when they get that puck down low, Ryan, that they take it to the net.
Absolutely.
It's a huge difference. It pressures everybody. Everybody's got to collapse.
And he posted a very impressive game against the Sharks in St. Louis on Thursday night.
Okay.
Chance for the Blues. Kyrou. Askarov scrambling to get back to his net. Next up, Wednesday night, the Anaheim Ducks in town. That game on TNT. Here's Wenberg with a keep-in and a shot knocked down by Joel Hofer.
Reeves was telling us that north-south game has got to be in place from here on in.
Stenberg. Buchnevich saved by Askarov. He was going the other way, but got across. Here's Broberg on the wing. The one-timer stopped by Askarov and cleared by Grab. That's a big save for Yaro Askarov. He hasn't been asked to make a lot tonight, but that one very timely. Holloway. He'll dance in. They score. Broberg to the roof of the net, and the Blues do close it to within a goal.
I hate to say it, but you could feel that coming. And they get up the ice real quick again here. Looks like the Sharks are okay, but they're in a situation where the man back, Alex Wenberg is there. They get a little crossed up on that play. Entering the zone, being aggressive, which is good, but that creates the 2-on-1 opportunity. Alex thinks it's going to the net. Instead, it goes back to Broberg because all three San Jose Sharks are on one side of the ice.
He's been dangerous for the Blues, snugger fans. And now Smith out to Celebrini. Macklin Celebrini 2-on-1. Macklin, the pass. Chernyshov shot saved by Hofer.
What a save, what a pass, what a shot. That's a great play.
He'll stride to center. Good foot speed, and he gets it away to Puke-Sutter. Finley trying to draw it back, and it's intercepted by Goodrow. He's got Gaudette in alone. Gaudette saved by Hofer. Holloway right back on it, and into the offensive zone for Robert Thomas. Thomas shot through a screen, saved by Askarov. Rebound, and he dives across to make another big stop.
But Hofer making save after save, and here's Yaroslav Askarov trying to find that puck, makes the one save, slides across.
Blues come to center. Sharks have to get back on side, and they do. Here's Smith in. Will shoots, saved by Hofer, and the whistle blows. Just over 13 minutes to go here in the third, as Kiefer Sherwood gets it in for Eklund. Back for Sherwood. Eklund, Sherwood, saved by Hofer. Here's Fowler. Check by Sherwood, comes off the boards. Back for Hall, saved by Askarov. Rebound cleared. Waiting. Still with it, Jordan Kyrou. Back to Cam Fowler. Here's Kyrou. Loads up, gives for Fowler. Shoots, scores! Cam Fowler, a power play goal to tie the game at 4.
Just a little bit too much time up top for Cam Fowler. Good puck movement by the St. Louis Blues. They roll up top. Does that go off Shakir? Watches the shot. It's going to one side. Shot. No, just Yaroslav wasn't able to squeeze it.
Third worst in the NHL coming into the day. Has cashed in twice. Here's a shot by Holloway. Chance on the rebound. Askarov gets across. Big face-off win there for Sacho Stepchuk. And now Gaudette. Adam Gaudette with the puck. Shoots. Score! Adam Gaudette with 21 seconds to go. And the Sharks lead at 5-4.
A terrific face-off by Sacho Stepchuk. And then you drill it out of the zone. The skating off the puck. Remember what Ryan Reeves told us? Pushing the pace. That's pushing the pace. And squeezing it through Hofer. And the Sharks take the lead. And one of the bigger goals we've seen this season here at the tank. They talked about shots. They talked about getting shots on net, not passing up opportunities. And Adam Gaudette fires it. Boom. In. Now, Doug Huda's already brought his guys. This Adam Gaudette